Hey everybody, it is time for Team Cat Presents Strixhaven Book Club, week number 4. I'm Nathaniel, twitch.tv/_the Ida with Joey, twitch.tv/nowtex_. It is Wednesday, and you're either watching live on Twitch or undead on YouTube. What is the book club? Joey, do you know what it's all about?
The book club, this is for the real students of the format. It's a draft that's every Wednesday by 8 streamers, and they battle, and we're casting it. That's what's going on.
Yeah, and what's really great about this is we're all friends and we all hang out with we all hang out with the other people's streams, and we're not just some randos talking to randos. While we personally might not be friends with everyone, know them and know who they are, we at least know some folks, and just this happens every Wednesday. It's been going on. We were on week number 4. It's always going to be in Strixhaven. It's always going to be draft or some kind of sealed. I know we switched it up, but yeah, I usually have like a great intro planned, but right now we're just going off the top of our dome, kind of not quite there. But yeah, Joey, I want you to make a prediction. I'm going to make a prediction first. I did look at all of the players.
Hmm.
I think I've been following the streamer for weeks now, right? And we have different we have different drafting styles, but he always comes on top. He's been 0 and 2, 0 and 1. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 0 and 1 because it is single
Yeah.
elimination 2 times, but I think this is the time that BadmoonMTG is going to shine and take it all. I am predicting that right here, right now. Do you have any predictions on who might win, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good bet. I mean, I think this may be his time to shine. But I think the person in my mind that's got this has got to be Clausies. That guy
Oh.
is he's got the temperament to he's cool as a cucumber.
Thick and
Uh,
thin.
yeah, and doesn't bend under pressure, and you know he's got what it takes to go all the way. So
Probably wouldn't like rage quit if he had a bad match or something.
not even a little bit.
Not
He
even a
would
little bit.
probably rage meditate or something like that.
I like it. I like that. So we're gonna go right into round number 1. I'm very excited. Oh no, sorry, we're not going into round number 1. We're going right into the draft, and
The
we're
draft.
actually going to watch. Who do you want to watch?
Well, I mean, you seem real excited about Badmoon, so let's start there, and we can see why you're going to be wrong.
Okay. All right. So Bad Moon, we're gonna watch. We'll see you in just a second. Okay, so it looks like we are watching Bad Moon MTG's draft this week. If you look on the screen, it looks like he has a lot of his links already on his play screen. I think he just pulled up a. I'm not quite sure what he picked.
He picked the pass caller.
Pass caller.
Oh,
So
but
lore
you got
hold.
oh, there's a channel down there too.
Ooh.
That can do some crazy town stuff. I feel
Um. Yeah. Have you drafted channel in
I've,
this
I've
yet?
not drafted it now.
Yeah. There are some X spells. I feel like channel. You take it now and gamble. You think that's a hard? I feel like it's a hard gamble.
I mean, it's not going to come back. Um, so I mean, it's a tough call. I mean, I think that there are some pretty good, particularly in Simic. There's a lot of good X spells, but he's looking like he's going red, white right now.
And we did. This is the 4th week. BadmoonMTG has been in 2 weeks and has not passed round 1. So we're just cursing him.
That makes me feel better because I'm in the same boat. But I got promoted to
caster. You did so
caster.
well that you got promoted to caster.
I think that my drafting was so far ahead of the game that Sultan knew that if I drafted this week, I would probably break the format.
Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha.
I'm telling myself.
Don't really want people in your brain now. We didn't really see any great cards in Lorehold. I'm not quite sure what Bad Moon decided to take.
He took the Tome Wolf.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like that's where he's going. He's right now at least red and maybe splash. Yeah. So he's. I mean, really, he actually can go mono red at this point. That is the hybrid.
Well, it does require 1 white.
No, that's oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Pigment Storm is pretty good.
Pigment Storm with Return of the Past Caller means that you can do a lot to face and then bring it back. You play this turn 5, return the Past Caller turn 6, and I think that's what he decided to do. Now you've done a lot of these drafts. You haven't done so great versus these streamers. I think for me, what I've kind of noticed is if I think that a card is not, if I'm picking a card that's not the greatest, I've been taking campuses. I'll wind up with 5-6 campuses, and just because you're not going to get those in pack 3 usually,
Okay.
or not the ones that you very desire.
The campuses are nice, and also I'm also looking at any lesson or learn card. The earlier the better.
Mm-hmm.
So here, I mean, if he's heading to red or to Lorehold, Dragon's Approach is fun, but I don't know that that's gonna work. It's gonna be real hard to draft that.
I see a Combat Professor, and that is by far, to me, the best card in this pack. Combat Professor always gets those really great cards to just pump it up, and giving Vigilance means you don't really have to worry about some of those expel cards.
I agree that it's a fantastic card, but I think Rip Apart is just good. It's good flexible removal. And I think you should be able to. Some of those may wheel. The professors may wheel.
You think a professor's gonna wheel? See, I'm not a big fan of Rip Apart. Doesn't hit. It hits stuff. Obviously, it kills everything in this pack, but things can easily get out of control, get a lot larger than what you can handle. But it is what it is.
I'm sorry, and before I said it was the Tome Wolf. It's the Tome Shredder.
Tome Shredder.
But it is a wolf.
It is a wolf.
Oh, the Stormkiln Arcanist.
Yeah. Very great card. Not the greatest so far. It is something you have to kind of think, do I want to go Magecraft? But, if you get Stormkiln Arsonist. Artist. If you get it out there and you are able to play some spells, it kind of goes off.
So he's going the other way with the Stonebound Mentor, looking to get things out of the graveyard.
Get him out of there.
The Past Caller, of course, will help with that. Still some
So you got
So
this dusk speaker that's just super great with Magecraft, but you know, if you're not going Magecraft, then you're not going nowhere.
you can. I mean, it's not too. It's certainly not too late to get like a Magecraft theme going.
Oh no, not at all. It just if Bad Moon MTG was in my brain, they'd have those two Magecraft cards back to back that are good. Clever Luromancer. A lot of people like this card and the blue equivalent. I hate this card. I feel like I never want to be in. You don't want to top deck it late in the game. Then the later you draw it, the absolute worse and dead it is. Star People above it though.
Yeah. So the Star People, eh, it's a. There's nothing that cares about the counters in his deck yet that
Mm-hmm.
I've seen. There is another Dragon's Approach, of course. And
Another
Channel and Channel did wheel.
channel did wheel. I think because we're doing this in draft, I feel like maybe some people didn't want to. We're doing it on a outside program. Maybe nobody wants to create it, craft that card.
Mm, I guess it's possible if if they've not picked one up already.
Defend the campus. Mm,
I mean, there's nothing else. If he's going,
yeah,
there's nothing else in the colors.
we're just sticking to lore hold cards. It feels like, and Pledge Mage.
Yeah.
Pledge Mage is a great card for you.
Also, I like Teach by Example. It can be. Oh, he is going Dragon's Approach. It's not too late.
I mean, I see this adventurous impulse, and just automatically throwing
Yeah.
it down,
It's,
um, wanting to keep up some, keep up green, um, but sometimes that just isn't what you want to do. First day of class, I think this card is the biggest scam, and it looks like, uh, Poet's Quill. We are in pack two. But I definitely feel like if you can get a Poet's Quill, that card has great combos with a lot of things in this set, and it's just a great card for the long games.
I don't know anything else I've seen that makes me want to play black. Uh, in this, I mean, in the colors, there's not much.
I
Uh,
mean, I think you have access to Lorehole
oh,
and
did you
Silverquill.
which one did he take? I couldn't see.
He took a card that I also did not see. It was it environmental sciences?
Oh, it was, yeah.
Oh. I mean, environmental sciences is good. I don't know how many learn cards we have. Semester's end. I also feel like that's a scam. You got Pigment Storm and Heated Debate. Um, Not the crazy amount of ETB cards in this format, though.
The Divine Gambit, though, I think it can be risky. It's best of three, so it would be a good sideboard card. Uh,
Yeah, but
depending on.
I feel like I feel like you know a direct removal that's gonna kill most things. Um, Divine Gamut's a little bit too scary. I feel like that's a pack three. I need removal,
Yeah.
and I need it now. Called JT removal. 877 removal now.
Oh, okay. It's a long phone number.
I'm not sure they're doing that great. Um, we don't have any campuses yet besides defend the campus, but unfortunately, that's not a land. Start from scratch. Oof. I mean, I see a Pledge Mage right there. Obviously, I'm a little bit fixated on the Magecraft mechanic.
Yeah. I, and also, I've not seen a whole lot of learned cards, which make the lesson cards less interesting.
I
Eh,
definitely feel like if you gotta, you know, right here, I would take the Pledge Mage, or I would hate draft Fractal Summoning.
So you took the illustrious
Historian,
historian.
which is a
That
great card.
that helps with the graveyard.
Mm-hmm. Get this fuming FNG going. Tome Shredder, both of those. If we can get one of the get another Boros, sorry, Lorehold, um, you know, like X spell or whatever, get stuff from the graveyard. That would be good. But see, this
There's
mentor does stuff, but I mean, it has to survive. It is a good 3 mana 3 drop with some bonuses.
I, I like this Stonerise Spirit here.
Stonerise Spirit. What's really great about this card, a key thing, is it's you exile any card in your graveyard. A lot of the cards kind of force you to choose like usually instant sorcery or creature, but this is any card in your graveyard. So you can get rid of lands, you can get rid of anything.
I've seen the time I've seen it used best was basically as a finisher. Late in the game, you can just start giving your team
Flying.
flying, and also you're helping scry if you've got the right cards in play.
So this brackish turd, that's a card that I have found people getting call it Poet's Quill, put it on blackish turd, and you just get those turds back, and they just keep coming and keep coming. Um, Obviously, kind of not the direction that Bad Moon wants to go in. I love going 3 colors in this format, and I love going Magecraft. So I'm not the best player to kind of go. Oh, Field Historian. This is gonna be great with his deck.
Yeah, buddy.
Spirits,
Yeah,
go big. You're going to be exiling cards in your graveyard. I mean, this is a great pick. Kind of interesting with Lorehold as opposed to Boris, the flavor of Lorehold. A lot of the cards are more expensive. Um, a lot of your do awesome stuff. Your Pass Caller, Field Historian, even the Dust Speaker are big mana cards.
yeah. It's not the weenie type stuff. Getting wide. Oh, there you got a campus right there.
Got a campus. Campus is great. I think, especially with a lot of your silver bordered cards. Um,
And late game too is so nice to have that out there.
oh,
If you remember to activate it, like I don't.
yeah. You got to slow it down because, yeah,
Yeah.
there's been a few times where I've forgotten to activate it. And regardless if you win or you lose, if you miss one activation, you feel dumb.
I think he went right to expel, which is where my eye went as
Yeah.
well.
But
That
he does
card's
have, so this would be, I think, the third removal. So I tend not to go too heavy into removal, but Expel is just one of those cards. It's going to hit almost everything.
yeah. Except when I play it, I find that my opponent generally has vigilance,
Mm-hmm.
um, so I can't use it. But anyway, also props to Bad Moon for using some of the good features of the draft site. I've never, sort them out
Sort of about.
by by type.
Yeah, I think you're seeing it now. I've been talking about Magecraft and this whole round, and it does not has I think has 5 cards that could trigger it. Now this pill drop says we're not going to play this. Um, pill drop does get something from the graveyard. Beaming Defiance is a decent card for the deck. I would, if I, me being me, I would have taken the campus just to get it off of my opponents. If you don't think that Beaming Defiance is going to make it, which I'm not 100% sure, if you really have a pump kind of action, might as well take it. Take the card that helps other people out.
And here, I think you got to take the start from scratch. But again, I don't remember any or many learn cards, but you maybe get those. There's nothing else that's better.
Yeah.
We're sort of at the dregs now.
Another Winter Bloom campus, so nobody's really playing Winter Bloom, I feel, when we see two late campuses like this. So, and that rare that was also Winter Bloom colors.
I would draft that trudge out of here.
Yeah, get it out of here. But I wonder how many people we'll see who are playing black green. We did see that channel leave along and come back pack 1. So look at this, another uncommon black card.
How do you feel? So we're on pack 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
You've got another expel. You got your Introduction to Prophecy. Campus Guide is okay, but I don't know that that's what we want here. Heated Debate I like. Yeah, okay. I think that's a fair.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff, I feel. Got a lot of good removal, but I don't know. Sometimes when I go heavy removal, it just never pops off like I want it to. But that's just me and my person.
Well, I don't know if you've been playing more best of ones. The best of 3, you've got a little more flexibility. You can, if the opponent's got a bunch of creature bombs, you can, make an adjustment. I like Infuriate a lot.
I love Infuriate. I feel like in this deck, it's not the greatest. Infuriate's great on like the Lorehold kind of first strike decks, double strike decks.
Yeah,
haven't seen many of those popping around. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, we still don't have a learn card, so we're not going to really be worrying about that.
Although, how do you feel about going off colleges?
Off colleges?
Like, yeah, just a 2-color or combination that's not one of the 5.
Seems risky. It all depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, Swords to Plowshares. Then we don't have big threats yet. We have things that are kind of big. We just don't have enough, I feel. But yeah, Swords is good. I tend not to go off color just because usually or non-campus colors, because usually your stuff kind of works out together, a lot of the cards, the right. Combinations kind of set you up for success. and you get rewarded by going down that route. Honestly, I would rather have had Relic Sloth, but that's just me. And I've already seen that. I don't know. I think my deck styles are a lot different than um, our pal. But Blade Historian, a late Blade Historian.
Wow.
This is great. This is the exact card, and there's a Twin Skull Shaman. We really want to get that card past. Um, Possibly, I know that we don't have a lot of boosting cards that really make that pop off, but yeah, Blade Historian, great card to get. I think now we're in a way better position than we've had been, and like I think this Rip Apart goes by. Another Lorehole Campus. I think that's the best. I mean, that's the best card in this pack.
Yeah, and at this point, we're solid. Like the detention vortex is not for us at this time. We got so much, so
So
much removal.
much, yeah, so much
It's an
removal.
it's an embarrassment of riches. Yeah, he's on the same page with the campus.
And
Come on,
looks like
Claudius.
Clausies is disconnected. Come on, Clausies. I know Clausies' power went out earlier today, but
Yeah. Wasn't he gonna code up? He was gonna code up like a solar panel or something.
yeah. Just type it into his command
Yo,
prompt.
sorry, my Wi-Fi went out for a sec. It's all good now.
He just hopped into chat saying that his Wi-Fi went out. I mean, who plays with Wi-Fi? Well, moving on. Defiant Strike is going to be good, but also we got a lot of good stuff. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think this reconstructed history. I honestly, Stonerise Serpent is going to be good with all of our exiling effects or whatever effects. We got some great options though. I honestly I don't feel like the reconstruct history is that great of a card. But I mean,
It's trouble in limited.
yeah,
It's asking a lot to
we
to, to, to get what you're investing into.
okay. Reduce to memory. No, you don't want this card. Um, Honestly, maybe pill drop, but going for a lesson card when we don't have the learn card out here, and we already have a ton of removal. So I wonder what removal cards are going to stay and what cards are going to go. I see, what, 6 removal spells? Heated Debate, 2 Heated Debates, Reduce the Memory, Swords to Plowshares.
Another field historian.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I mean, Faithless Looting gonna trigger things, so it's interesting to see Faithless Looting also. It seems like a lot of these super powerful rares are kind of being sent goodbye. Taking out Relic, taking out some stuff. Honestly, this is like pretty good for as a control deck. If we want to go that route. And we already know that Winter Bloom is not something that people are caring about. So I think I don't know. I like Campus Guide. I think that's a great card to steal from people if you don't plan on playing it. I don't know if Bad Moon is paying much as attention to the fact that Winter Bloom's wide open. And I think we're gonna. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like we're going to leave the game without any learn cards. We got lessons. We can still play them, but they're gonna have to be main decked.
Right. But if they're being main decked, they are subpar.
Yeah. Tome Shredder kind of works with what we have, except we only have 8 instants or sorceries. We already have 1 Tome Shredder. It is a good hasty boy that can block, but it only exiles sorceries or instances, so I mean, maybe in that pack, not the greatest. Another Tome Shredder.
At this point, we're...
Well, I mean, we've passed on a lot of on that 5-mana flyer. I forget what it's called. We already have one in the sideboard, or sideboard. Could have gone super crazy with this, but hey, we're done drafting, so now we're gonna see how Bad Moon kind of finalizes their deck. There's been usually like a little bit of like 2 schools of thought. Work on it in this draft thing, or work on it in an arena. What have you usually finalized your deck on?
I've spent more time in arena building. It does there's like some strange, like when it exports, it exports a ton of lands as well.
Yeah.
So
because you do get those lands
right.
in draft, they're open to you.
Right. Yeah. But we don't. I mean, but I like building in here. I've spent much more time,
So very interesting. Since we pretty much went all lore hold all the time, we actually have a lot more cards in our sideboard that we need to take in. Taking out some Tome Shredders. Yeah.
You gotta take out the. Well, you actually don't need to, but I recommend taking out the lesson cards.
Well, I mean, I feel like Reduce to Memory should leave anyway. Okay. So we're getting rid of... Oh, it didn't have the lands in. Okay, sorry. I was like, how do we have so many cards?
Yeah.
It didn't have the lands. Yeah, I think Reduce to Memory... Oh, I love Stonerise in this deck. I don't think that Reduce to Memory is where you want to go, though.
He should still... Well, I guess it depends on...
Honestly, I feel like we get rid of all of our instants or sorceries that are not removal, and we keep that Stonerise Spirit. So we got the Pass Caller, we got the Field Historian, we got the Tome Shredders. I mean, we have a lot of great cards. And 16 lands.
Yeah, that I would go with a little bit more.
I would definitely go with a little bit more. I think, in my opinion, take out your 2 Beaming Defiance. keep that for sideboard. Have the ability to kind of control the board while you go a little bit harder into your late game when you can have the ability to pop off pretty wild. But Bad Moon seems to be okay with the deck, and you know what? That's what happens when you're in charge of building your deck. So we will be right back with round one. All right, so we got BadmoonMTG on the. We're watching from Bad Moon, where we just watched Bad Moon's draft, so we'll see how this deck goes out. And then up top is MTGGirl _ and you can find them both on their respective pages. MTGGirl _ on Twitch, and it's either MTGGirl _ MTGGirl wherever you go. BadmoonMTG, BadmoonMTG. A lot of MTGs in my mouth right now. Having them all. We've got removal. So we'll see what happens. Now I think both of these players are 0-1 in each week they've played. So one of these players is going to go to round number 2 for the very first time.
Mulligan once.
It does definitely looks like MTGGirl mulligan twice.
Oh, she's down too, yeah.
And she is in the tank. Again, a mountain. I have a feeling that she's gonna go Lorehold. Claim the firstborn. Okay. Interesting play. I guess we had to play the. Oh no, she missed her land drop. We almost have, anything that MTGGirl is going to play. I feel like Bad Moon will be able to kill it with heated debate.
Yeah, and he's got 2 of them, so.
But also stuck on, he's stuck on 3 lands on turn 4. MTGGirl is stuck on possibly 2 lands. So no one getting the lands that they want. Sudden breakthrough.
Bad Moon has got more. Oh, I mean, he's got mostly playable cards with the mana he has.
Yeah, and possibly going in for another 7, probably next turn. So, MTGGirl finally getting a island. Does have access to 4 mana, but is it 4 mana too late? This Tome Shredder can get a lot larger. And heated debate. This feels bad. It hurts. But we could have a counter spell. And the answer is no, because it cannot be countered.
And she's got no blue mana
up. She does have blue mana up in her. Is it? In her treasure.
Is a treasure. Hey, you're right there.
So finally getting a land.
Are correct.
And this match goes to game number 2 very quickly.
Yeah, she got unfortunately up to a really rough start. Just the mana was not cooperating.
Mana wasn't cooperating. We do see that. I'm just noticing that Bad Moon is keeping in his white mana removal. I forget what the card is called. The exile, create a 3/2 spirit. This is an okay hand for Badmoon. Just needs to draw one more land and we're good to go. Both sides playing the campus. So. Okay. Looks like MTGGirl having 3 lands. A lot more than what she had before. Bless you. But hey, okay, now we kind of got the opposite issue. Badmoon has Badmoon's missing a land. And can discard something. Oh, you know, you have 3 removal in your hand. Oh,
really wants that land.
Yeah, really wants that land. You may exile a card. I didn't realize that Conspiracy Theorists did that, so that is another card that can pop off.
In one of my drafts, I took 2 of them and did absolutely nothing with them.
Interesting.
Woo!
Infuriate to kind of keep your card alive.
Yeah.
2/2 alive.
I like it, though.
You do like it? I wonder if...
I mean, it clears the board, and we don't know what she's got in her hand, and he's clearly having mana troubles.
Having mana troubles. Finally getting our 3rd mana. We have 3 things of removal.
I think she's just in a much better spot now, having 4 mana.
Yeah, having mana usually is a good thing. Not really seeing anything super impressive yet on her side. Well, we got some learning to go.
There you go.
Environmental sciences. I always find it weird that it kind of comes off of your side. You know, the learn. I always think that my opponent has stolen a card from me, but in fact, they have not.
Yeah, the first couple times, I was quite confused by the interface.
What is very interesting about this grinning Ignis on the opposite side of the field is that all of the removal, while it does do stuff, you can get your money's worth by just returning it to hand.
Mm-hmm.
Another missed land drop. But, you know, we do have our heated debates, our expels, and... Okay. So we're going to see probably just this play of killing it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we didn't have anything in hand at all.
She lets it go.
The more shots that MTGGirl can take while her creature is alive is probably is great, just because if we get a land, Field Historian's coming down. Okay. So the F and G also triggers off of exiling cards in your graveyard, and that's why I kind of don't like this Beaming Defiance. It could have been, you have 2 Beaming Defiances, and I think that Badmoon put in, kind of left out some of his exile cards, and you just have a lot of things that mess with your graveyard. But we do have Tome Shredder next turn, so we can get play Tome Shredder, and then get a Spirit off of activation. I wonder if we'll see this. Okay. Bad Moon saying, wanting to use all of their counter spells. Because they are at 8. Or sorry, not counter spells, removal spells. Decides not to play the Tome Shredder. Can still play that Imp Step. Can still create a Spirit token off of that Tome Shredder. That Tome Shredder actually... Okay, maybe prioritizing using Expel on opponent's turn. Although it won't trigger unless his opponent has haste.
Or it comes into play tapped. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is true. Okay, MTGGirl doing a scrying on opponent's main phase. Got some god tier, big brain plays happening. Way above my tiny brain. See, now we play the Tome Shredder. Now we create the Spirit. It is a 2-1. That means that, if Bad Moon played it last turn, we would have had, would have been attacking with a 4-2 and making another 4-2 this turn.
She's going to need some help real quick here.
Yeah, definitely going to need a lot of help.
She's got 4 cards in hand and a good fair chunk of mana.
Looks like 7 mana, 4 cards. But, even with this, we saw a slow start. Claim the Firstborn again. We saw that in the first round. Honestly, I feel like this Beaming Defiance is good, not great. Good, I don't know.
I mean, that saves you from going down to 4, which is potential trouble. There's a lot of direct damage that getting down below 5 can be very dangerous.
Yeah. Teach by example. So wait. Is Teach by example the next sorcery or instant?
Yeah. So she's hopefully got another spell.
Yeah. I wonder if she thought it did something different.
She did get a double learn.
Yep. But deciding to get rid of that card. Okay. Math is hard. Okay. I mean, honestly, I think Bad Moon and me have totally different play styles. Obviously, he's playing it right because he's winning. Although I would have I just love making these spirit tokens, so I would have my Tome Shredder would have been jacked by now,
Well, we're at the point of the game now where another one's not going to help, unless there's, no, another one's not going to help. We're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we are holding lethal if she doesn't get anything on the board or play some solid removal.
Yeah, and I don't think. Well, if we do get rid of this field historian, we are going to, creative outburst. Wait, no. Okay. I don't think this is gonna be fine, but I guess it does play around Beaming Defiance. And doesn't play around it enough, because all we need to do is turn things sideways and we have won the match. So,
So
Bad
that
Moon MTG winning.
yeah, that given that his token hexproof, uh, probably saved the game for him there.
Mm-hmm. And probably was the only play that MTGGirl had. So we will be right back with round number 2. All right,
No
so we are
problem.
in round number 2. Queenie versus Metal Mario. Uh, it is Queenie ERI on Twitch TV, and Metal Mario is on Twitch as well. Um, we kind of saw you kind of were mentioning that you saw Queenie dancing
Hmm.
on round number 1 after she kind of took out her opponent. Her opponent rage quit and is nowhere to be seen.
Sounds like Clausies. Am I on the right path?
Does sound like Clausies. Okay, so Metal Mario played Unwilling Ingredient turn 1 and then gave it 2 counters and lifelink. So you have a pretty beefy thing. Menace, a 3/3 Menace.
Oh
Gotta
yeah.
love it. And you,
And Queenie's stuck on 2 lands, and she binned a third land on her mulligan. She had it and put it away. The Wandering Archaic is the best card in her hand right now, but
soon it's gonna be 7 mana.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of binning and usually binning a third land when you have to.
Yeah, it's tough. The rest of the cards were nice, like,
Mm-hmm.
but but yeah, now she's in a bad spot.
She's in a bad spot. This field trip, which is going to help her out, it costs a lot more. She is playing Quandrix, so not a lot of just touching all the cards. Got another
No,
field trip.
On paper you got to ask if you can keep doing that.
Yeah, paper. You're gonna. We got another field trip, which we can't activate. We got a needle drake, which can take out some of these stuff.
It's a needle thorn to you.
Oh, needle form.
Thorn,
Thorn.
like you are in my side.
Oh, I'm by your side? I'm your
No,
number 1?
nope.
Are you
Oh no,
sure?
this is going
This is going
very
bad.
poorly for Queenie.
Maybe she could have a 3 mana board wipe. Nope.
She's dancing a little less right now.
Yeah, the dancing is kind of slowing down. So her deck needs lands. If you look at
Yeah.
this, it needs lands, and she decided, hey, I don't need lands. That first round.
Well, you always assume you're gonna draw it, and that's not what happened.
Yeah, you know what they say, when you assume,
You get it wrong sometimes.
yeah, sometimes you get it wrong, and that's no fun.
Hmm.
I honestly don't even know what Metal Mario is playing because I kind of zoned out and watched Queenie get destroyed.
I saw some black and white. I saw some lifelink.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
Mm-hmm.
some menace.
Saw some menace. So, yeah, we see Queenie isn't playing any, obviously isn't playing Winter Bloom. That was something that we noticed in the last, during the draft, that Winter Bloom was blooming on onion by. Tried it. I went for it,
No, I appreciate the try, but it wasn't there.
No.
That's not on you though.
Yeah. But really thinking hard about this, I saw maybe 4 or 5 lesson cards in her deck. So she obviously has She's the one who picked up all them lessons.
Yep. Yeah, so
Oh,
you
okay. You gotta keep it. You can't bin this.
Yep.
As much as you want to. Your opponent, Metal Mario, mulliganing once.
I do like this college this year. The that she's in. What are the colleges, campuses,
School. Does it remind you of your good old days?
That reminds me of several places that I dropped out of.
It I actually really like this set. I really like the combos. Okay, so we have 6. Well,
Dang.
yeah, we have 6. All of them are playable, like in the colors. Can play this elemental summoning next turn. Although I feel like you're gonna play Erika's moment. Erika moment.
No.
Oh no, oh no is right. That hurts so much. But it's not too terrible. Erika's moment's gonna be able to let you drop a lot more cards. A cat's gonna be a little upset.
Oh, the cat is real upset.
Did not like that.
No. Good news is she is not short on lands this turn. This game.
Yes. In fact, she'll probably end up playing one of these islands on her opponent's turn. Opponent looks like missed a land drop.
Yep. Yeah, he's digging for that 4th land there, and he got it.
Got that 4th land. Another thing that I like about this set is we're getting all lands now. Okay. Just keep the lands piling up, Queenie says. She has a few options. This Carrick Wrangler, right?
It's Jeep Wrangler.
Jeep Wrangler.
Yep. That's how it's pronounced.
I definitely feel like that's the right play, or even the elemental summoning. I'm more keen on elemental summoning because it does cost a lot more. You could have double spelled next turn. The chances of you double spelling this next turn are a little bit lower. I think. Unwilling Ingredient, the thing that crushed her dreams. Oh, this reminds me a lot of the first match where it was just one-sided.
Yeah, but I think she's able to.
Yeah, pulling that.
Stabilize a little bit.
Yeah,
better.
pulling the 3-mana spell is going to help out. Pulling the flyer is going to help out. Although, if Metal Mario does just go in and doesn't have a pump spell, then this is good for Queenie.
Yeah. 4/4 unblockable seems okay. 4/4 little squirrel seems good.
Yeah. Playing out everything. So now deciding to play this, and now the squirrel can now block the Spellbinder and live. So Tides have turned. Queenie in one turn, bringing it back and
Low.
having a thicker board.
Pulling a legendary
Yeah.
dragon in your colors, right on time. Seems all right.
Yes, and this will definitely be able to attack in without an issue. It's got Flample, which is my favorite type of trample.
Ooh. Concession.
So I feel like you're a little bit ahead of me. Maybe like 5 seconds or so, and that's that's all right. That's
I can see the future.
you can see into the future. Yeah.
Uh-oh, she's dancing again.
So she's coming back alive. She's coming back alive, and so she does have a reject. We saw a lot of creatures. I definitely like her deck. You see Serpentine Curve and Leyline Invocation. Leyline Invocation is one of my favorite cards, just because it's either going to be a 6/6 on turn 6 or a top deck that saves your butt.
That's on the card's resume, I think.
Yeah.
Would you hire that card?
It
Like,
depends on the candidates.
Like entry level, maybe?
Yeah. Because, it depends on how much experience they have.
Sure.
I want it, for entry level, I want at least 10 years of experience.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And a master's, I'm assuming.
Yeah, masters and,
That's to get in the door.
I would want at least 3 years of experience in lesson and learn. I know they're new, so at least 3 years.
You match what's like in the job market where I've seen in IT, I've seen people ask for things. I need more experience than this has actually been a product or than it's been, in the world.
Yeah.
I still need 10 years of this 6-year-old product. And we will be paying garbage.
We will pay you in legit garbage. You will. Oh, it looks like Metal Mario mulliganing again. Second game in a row. 2 games in a row. Queenie loving to dance. She's got dance fingers. I think that's the correct term for it.
You've got that, and then I think you've also got the just the fact that she's needed to draw 1 land, and she can play her Wandering Archaic, which is just one of my favorite cards in this set.
It is a beautiful card, and I don't think we've seen any direct removal on Metal Mario's side. Maybe we saw a Lash.
The Lash, I saw that.
Yeah.
Last game, maybe.
But that's not going to take out the cat.
It will not take out the cat.
Oh, what's up, cat?
She is very talkative.
She wants to be on the computer.
Yeah.
You want to know something's crazy about my cat? Because it's a little bit more important than what we're doing right now, and that is casting Magic the Gathering. If I sit in my house all day, 4 nights a week, 4 hours a day, sorry, talking to my computer, streaming games. If I pick up my phone and call somebody, which is very rare,
right?
My cat Leroy will hear the person I'm talking to on the phone, hear a different voice and just freak out. He goes wild.
What does he do? What like?
He just kind of.
So it's like Leroy Gone Wild kind of thing.
Yeah, Leroy's Gone Wild. There's DVDs.
Okay.
But a thing that's wild is Queenie getting a fractal summoning. I don't like this card. I just don't like it.
I think it's a good card. I think it's less effective at the moment, but it's gonna be, the longer the game goes.
The longer the game goes, yeah. But for it, like this ley line is gonna give you better. Your Serpentine Curve, I think, is gonna give you better. Now, Wandering. It's an avatar. Sorry, now Leroy is in the way of my screen. He's looking at ghosts in the ceiling. You know how cats do.
Oh yeah. This one, she will sit and stare at a corner or the wall for far too long.
You gotta, you know, it's okay. Simple pleasures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about simple pleasures, looks like Metal Mario is learning. His hand empty currently.
Yeah.
They're tied on lands, and I think with wandering, is it archaic? He
Yeah.
won't be able to play a spell this turn.
Unless it's a unless
Yeah,
it's a 2 mana or
unless it's
less,
2 mana.
or unless he wants to give up something nice.
I mean, we could see what a draw for annihilation. But even if that happens, he doesn't have that great of attacks.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
he's got better board presence here, but he's not a great position to get too aggressive, at least.
Okay. Well, a flyer, a 5/5 flyer is going to be okay. But
I want to do so.
oof, I think he just played the Dream Strix as well. Maybe that's what she's trying to think.
Yeah.
Gain some life, put a creature on the battlefield, have a blocker in the air, or not. Exactly. Another attack in the air, so 2 turns and we're dead. Most likely not, but hey, we get to learn. And introduction to annihilation. Get rid of that. Get rid of that annoying 5/5 in the air. Take 3.
It's got to get done. Yeah.
Once again, we all know. We all feel the same way, Cat. Reckless Amplemancer can be really great with pump spells. I feel like in this deck it might just be a chill card. So how exactly does Wandering Archaic do? They have to...
So when an instant or sorcery is cast, if they don't pay 2, you get to copy it for free.
Oh, gotcha.
So you need to basically, I mean, it doesn't shut the other person down, but it sets them back. It makes everything
Not
2 mana. It makes everything less enticing if you don't have 2 mana extra.
Yeah. And I feel like Queenie might be holding back this Dream Strix for kind of last line of defense in the sky.
Yeah. That's fair.
Or maybe not. Who knows? Oh, saying, you know, we're going to be spending a lot of our mana in the next few turns, so we might as well keep them up. Now, there are okay attacks, but I mean, you're gonna have to take down this life at some point.
Yeah, my gut tells me to wait one more turn, but you know.
I mean, this ley line's gonna be 8. The fractal summoning gonna be 6. So your heavy hitters are coming in.
Yeah.
Frost Trickster, another flyer.
So that's nice. It's as the name implies, it is a nice tempo card.
The Trickster.
Yeah.
I think you wait on Leyline. You get greedy. Or can she afford to get greedy is the question. Okay, pumps up the Dream Strix so it's not going to die. against the flyer on the opposite side of the field. Could play Fractal Summoning for 0 and get an extra counter.
I think I figured out why you don't get invited to play.
Because I have great insight to share with people.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
I think this is what's going to happen. Actually, here's the real reason: is I'm spending all this time commentating on people and listening to what they have to say and listen to their opinions, and then I get to learn from people's mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's my time to shine, I'm gonna blind the world. Blind that world. I think what we're gonna see is a Frost Trickster, Environmental Science, try to get a lot of spells played this turn. Oh no! I don't like this. We could have put it on the Frost Trickster. Frost Trickster could have been a little bit bigger. Really need something in the air that can do damage. Or that can stay alive, Oh, yeah. Staying alive.
It's a good song.
But we do get to tap down this Inkling. So maybe that's that God tier play. She's planning on attacking anyway. She taps this down. Okay.
Yeah. I don't mind that at all, I guess.
It's a temporary reprieve. Something's happening on the other side of the battlefield, though. And it might be oh, no, that's not a Scryland. Definitely some thinking going on. We're gonna see an expel. We're gonna see an expel. I can call it right here, right now. Expel is happening. Not this turn, and maybe not even in this game, but it will happen. You can tell.
Well, I think if you're Queenie, you don't mind trading off that the Frost Trickster with the Inkling.
Well, yeah,
I don't.
I think. But what I feel is that Queenie dies in the air. If she dies in the air. So trying to keep your air around the longest might be great. Gonna just play this for all it's worth.
Yeah.
Or think about it. Vortex Runner.
That's the thing. The Vortex Runner is like a game ender.
Mm-hmm. I once had 4 Vortex Runners.
In limited?
In limited. And the rest were just spells. And Magecraft and spells. It was great.
Any ramp?
Yeah. Ramp, spells. Or sorry, not spells. Instants and sorceries, kind of. Magecraft. I've said it. Magecraft's my fave. Queenie. I think you should. I think you attack with the Reckless Amplimancer to give another block.
What you gotta keep in mind is that there is some menace on the other side. You gotta be careful about.
It is. Yeah, that's true. I feel like there are not a lot of party tricks that. But what I'm saying is, if you attack with the Reckless Amplimancer, it requires a block. Because it can get up to, I think, 8. But you do have this Fractal Summoning.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we're going to put it on the Amplimancer. Metal Mario needs to find something on the top of their deck to be able to survive. And
it's going to get real wild if he doesn't.
It's going to get... Well, I wouldn't say wild. I would say predictable for Queenie to win.
Oh, sure.
Because even if we remove this Frost Trickster, Queenie is still 3 turns away. Whereas Metal Mario has to block. And it looks like Metal Mario chose not to block. Queenie is going to round number 3.
Wow.
So that was a very interesting match we had going on.
Yeah.
I thought the first game, obviously, Metal Mario wrecked it. And then second game was looking scary for Queenie. Third game also looking very scary for Queenie, but she ultimately came out ahead. So, we'll take a quick break, but we will be right back with the final round and kind of putting a cap in the end of this this stream. All right, so we're here in Bad Moon's hand. Bad Moon, we watched the draft, we watched first round, and it looks like he is going up against Queenie. I have been a fan of Bad Moon's deck since the time this draft started, and I knew it was gonna go to. I knew it was gonna go to round 3.
Check the tape. Second guessing.
No. It's just a great deck, and if it pops off, it will pop off.
How's your hindsight? Is it pretty good? Top tier.
Top God level.
God level hindsight.
God level hindsight. Now, this hand is a little bit slow for Bad Moon unless they draw planes off the top. One thing that we saw with Bad Moon is Bad Moon has a lot of removal in their deck. Drew all the removal pretty much out of the whole draft.
I think a key for Bad Moon in traditional red white is going to be getting out to a quick start, and like you said, it's a tap land first, but after that, just keeping it going.
Yeah,
because I think the later this game goes, Queenie's deck is just going to get big and
scary, but
big and scary. Yeah.
If Bad Moon holds on to this expel, which I don't know if Bad Moon will hold on to this expel, it will be able to take out those 9/9, 6/6s that Queenie will have a few of. I think she has access to 3 Serpentine cards. But here we are. Bad Moon going in. Got Stonebound Mentor ready to drop. Queenie has we'll find out. Not looking like she has much. She has another island. Vortex Runner. I wonder if we'll see a trick shot. No, not gonna show the Beaming Defiance. Because we're going to play the Dust Speaker. So Bad Moon, yeah, like you kind of said, if it comes out strong. Okay. So I wonder, holding up the Expel. Now, Expel can't be copied, right?
So it can be, but it only will look at another tapped creature. So
yeah,
if Bad Moon's holding that, he gets to control that plan.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that because I got by that.
You got by that?
I did. There's a smaller subset of spells that can be played safely without paying the tax, and one of them is Expel.
So we see the Eureka's moment. I am very interested though, because see, we got a removal.
So this, yeah, I think that's worth playing. I think that's totally fair.
Auto pay? Or
I mean, well, I guess yeah, you got to choose.
I think
I mean, yeah, I mean,
you don't want to die.
you lose your best, in that case.
Yeah, you lose this Dusk Speaker. Queenie
But you
does
do get
not
you do
have
get
it.
a 3-2. You get a 3-2 out of it
You do
if
get a
you let it
3-2.
go.
Yeah.
Queenie's on 8 lands, so her Vortex Runner is online.
Vortex Runner is ready to run in.
It can get expelled though.
Snow Day. Although Snow Day lets us draw some more cards, go through our deck a little bit. Yeah, but I guess in this, Queenie's still in the driving seat. If if we get expelled, we don't lose that much, because we still have a lot of creatures on the battlefield. We're going in for a lot of damage. Okay, we're gonna lose probably. Well, now it's hard because what are you gonna do it on the score colony or the runner?
I mean, I go on the runner because it's unable to be blocked.
Yeah,
Because that's a win con. Uh, you're gonna take 4 more here, but at least you can block. You can double block that later.
you can double block it. Okay, Needle Horn Drake probably not the best. On the other side now, Queenie is scared because of what her opponent might have. Heated Debate. I wonder if we'll see this on blockers or. Okay.
She says now. And she says on the Drake.
Yeah, so Bad Moon. Oof. Bad Moon getting to be able to scry. You have the Historian.
Oh, that's
You have the Pass Caller.
these are
Yeah.
all good things.
You
And you got
probably.
another.
Well, you don't want a Beaming Defiance, because then that means you can't play your Blade Historian.
I mean, but it works as removal unless there's a response.
Yeah. But I guess you get to play your Conspiracy Theorist. So what rare do you want to play?
Right.
Is the question.
It's an embarrassment of riches.
Embarrassment of riches. But, we're on turn whatever. Queenie still is up in health. Doesn't look great.
Right.
But she is still up in health. Up in cards, up in mana, but not up in board presence. Okay.
Dream Strixed.
Serpentine Curve for 4. Now, Serpentine Curve is a card that I didn't really quite like in her deck. Return the Pass Caller. That's going to get some triggers. Be able to get a spell. I think it is reduced to memory.
I think it is too because they're gonna know what you have, of course, and so
Yeah.
not
Okay.
this is working out obviously. They'll never turn it sideways. Well, it chose expel, but I mean I guess it's the threat of activation there.
Yeah, I think you get rid of the flyer. And then you return the Pass Caller can just,
Wait, how did you get rid of the flyer?
if you were to take the other.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Rip apart, though, that's going to get rid of that flyer.
That's the same rip apart that you did not want him to draft.
I don't remember that, so we'll move on. I don't like Rip Apart.
That's fair. I mean, I get it. It's it's the two color.
You know, if it wasn't the, I don't think that you. Oh, I wonder, do you even get the life? Because Rip Apart doesn't actually hit anything.
I don't think so.
Introduction to Annihilation, you don't get your life. Although you will be able to attack with this flyer, probably only once.
I mean, the thing is, though, that expel is such a valuable card right now because any attacks,
Mm-hmm.
are going to be thwarted.
Yeah. And I believe Queenie only has a curate. No, what is it? Counter target. Only one counter, and it
The
targets
reject.
Reject, yes. Only has a reject. So, but we did top a card. And maybe, just maybe, expel is, a lot of the removal that Bad Moon has, I believe, may not even be big enough to take out some of these fractals. Or as you like to call them, frack holes.
Yeah. No, I don't know why I like to do that, but apparently I do.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of your guilty pleasures, right?
Yes.
Heated Debate,
Yeah.
Heated Debate, such a great card. It will be able to kill this fractal on the other side. It won't be able to kill the fractal that's coming next turn. But will that even matter? Okay, never mind. If you don't kill this now, you have to. Boom, get a fractal. And next turn, what? We're seeing maybe an 8/8 fractal.
Pretty big.
Yeah. And oh, this Dusk Speaker just never. Oh, Swords to Plowshares. This hurts because you get to
Goodness. Oh my no.
You get to hammer in, but Swords to Plowshares is one of the only cards that Bad Moon could have drawn that would take out this upcoming beast of a creature.
I think it's got to be played this turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's no longer in the deck.
Gotcha.
So Expel is the only card that will, I think that Bad Moon has left that can deal with this fractal. Has one more Blooming Onion defense. Mm-hmm. That's better. That was better than I did before.
Yeah, it was all right.
It seemed fine. So we got a 9/9. And now we just have to scry.
Oh.
Not scry?
Whoa!
Okay.
Where's scry?
Well, the Tome Shredder was already on top.
Oh, I guess we knew that, right?
And now the Tome Shredder, is this our way to... Oh, no, I don't like that. I think that we needed to put that Tome Shredder on top.
The thing is, you can get like real aggro here because you're holding that Expel if you want to.
Yeah, every turn that... I think the way that... the way Bad Moon wins in this scenario is by going wider.
Yeah, and just lose, you lose a attacker per turn.
Okay.
Of course we can do that.
Definitely go a lot wider. Yep. Creating a creature. But Queenie's deck is very creature heavy. As I recall, so maybe not super creature heavy, but yeah, this Tome Shredder is going to create, if it stays alive, which it is probably a low priority, it's going to create a lot of spirits. You get a spirit. It's going to create 3 spirits. Mountain, bottom. We have 2 lands on bottom for Bad Moon. This has been one hell of a match.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Oh, this is it.
This is it.
This is Sure,
You
you
can
could
get
start doing
one
that.
flyer. Oh, but I wonder has Bad Moon kind of spent his money on
His graveyard resource.
yeah, his graveyard resources.
I mean, yeah. There's only how many do you have to exile? There's just one. You pay 4.
You pay for
Yeah, because
exile anything.
the Tome Shredder is going at the same thing. But I mean,
Although,
you're pretty wide, so
yeah, you can go a lot wider. It's whenever something, leaves. This is still pretty decent, but
yeah.
just I think what we're gonna see is a really slow match where Bad Moon just keeps going wider and wider until he believes he has enough damage to go in. Using conspiracy theorists.
I mean, that's a sacrifice
Yeah.
to draw a card.
Draw 2 cards. We see a plains.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Okay.
I like that ordering of things. The 4 blocks.
We give it flying. We have way enough on the other side.
Yancey's really happy about this.
Yeah. Just like me, your cat has been all for Bad Moon since the beginning of this draft. All day.
Why must you turn this into a house of lies?
I'm not lying. So we got Quandrix Campus scrying for 1. We've seen that. 1 on the top. We have to do something. We have to get something going. But I don't think that there's enough. I don't think we can create 3. Wait, how much? It looks like Bad Moon can make 2 of these spirits fly. That's 8. That's 10 in the air. Can make this Tome Shredder fly. Oh, I don't think that was the right. I don't know. I don't think that was right. It could be right. I don't know. We're still dead in the air, though. This still is a slow, painful death. I don't even think we need to go in the air. I don't think that. I think you can just attack
that's
in.
kind of.
Now, it is to note that Queenie's creatures are a lot larger. Okay, see, this is one thing I don't get. Not a fan of this play at all. Could have gone in. I think Queenie's probably.
I think you can do this
way.
You can do this like every turn though.
What?
This combination where it's.
Yeah, but you could also combination. Have all your flyers go in.
True. I mean, it's just it's a low risk play.
I guess that's right. So Stonebound Mentor, or even Stonebound Mentor. You're gonna have the big old hippo, or no, Elefante next turn. We're scrying to the bottom. And the real question of the year is, are we going to give up? And the answer is yes.
It was so I flipped over to her stream to see. It was a leyline invocation. She turned down. I mean, I guess she wasn't going to be able to catch up.
She was not going to be able to catch up at all.
Not be able to keep pace with what was going on there.
So, this could be the glory that I predicted a long time ago, about 2 hours ago, that BadmoonMTG would take this 3-0. When I saw his deck, I was like, this is by far one of the best decks I've ever seen. And it looks like I am right.
I hope Bad Moon watches the coverage and makes his own judgment.
I'm confused. Makes his own judgment on what?
On the quality of coverage.
I think that we are both great casters. Do you not believe in yourself?
I don't do this enough. I mean, I've clearly got a leg up on Clausies, but I think I have room to improve.
Okay.
Well, I do some of my practice over on the podcast that I do. Did I tell you I did a podcast?
No, tell me about your podcast.
Oh yeah. So I've been doing a podcast, just recently, just like the last 8 years or so.
Okay.
And it's about the NBA, the Pacers.
And the Pacers. What's your podcast called?
It's called The Undebeatables. Thanks for asking. I appreciate that. Yeah.
And you have a better podcast, side podcast of that, correct?
We do have a side podcast. It's called The Undegooglables, which we answer the hard questions out there. That's what we do.
Just like the 90s, before you had a chance to Google things.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dad would just give you an answer, and that's what you guys do, kind of, right?
Yeah. We do try to validate it at the end, but we pretty much always nail it, so it's like not a big deal.
Easy dubs.
Yeah.
Talking about easy dubs, Needlehorn Drake is going to be able to block or kill this Stonerise Spit. Although we don't see a lot of the big removal cards in Bad Moon's hand, which kind of is the good way for him to get ahead. But, we've only drawn a few cards so far.
But Pass Caller is it's not going to be helpful right now.
Pass Caller is not going to be helpful. We don't know if Queenie has Reject. I feel like Queenie's going to bring in Reject because of all these creatures. On the other side. And yeah, good on I guess Bad Moon for not attacking with the Stonerise Spirit, realizing that kind of helped get you going in the last game.
So we are at a stalemate.
Yep, in a stalemate. I feel like Queenie is holding on to some good old Reject.
One thing that I think is different about this, like the Lorehold as opposed to Boros, is that and I felt like Boros decks in the past would really struggle in the late game.
Yeah.
And this actually has a way to grind, which we saw last game.
Yeah, using your graveyard as a resource, exiling stuff, or it's a weird interaction because you are messing around with your graveyard, which feels like a kind of a black color. Excuse me, but this kind of is you're just like getting rid of your graveyard.
Right.
You're not really necessarily getting things back, although you kind of are. And Queenie going in with the Vortex Runner, that getting rid of that was really good on her part. Attacking with this Needlehorn Drake. Still no removal drawn by her opponent. And I wonder, is that why we kept back our Vortex Runner? We're afraid of that Expel.
Oh. It is quite fair.
And then, while we do have Return the Past Color, I don't think we have anything in the graveyard that can trigger off of it.
I don't think there's nothing.
We got a. Surprisingly, the Tome Shredder kind of looks like a spirit, but is not a spirit. It's just a normal old, boring ass wolf.
Even though when you look at it, that's not what it is.
Okay, prioritizing this illustrious historian. I feel like illustrious historian is a decent card, but not a card that I'd want to have in my deck for Bad Moon.
Well, I like it too because it makes this pass caller a little more usable.
Oh, I see. But as we saw in our last game, holding on to the getting that Expel back pretty much ruined Queenie's whole life.
True, but we don't know when we're gonna get that.
Yeah.
And it is, I mean, it's protection too for anything you want, you know, just giving something hexproof is not nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
As the kids say.
Ooh. You know your opponent has 2, but do they have them this early? And Bad Moon says, I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't want it. Don't like it. Never liked it in my entire life. We do have a free, not a free attack, but a decent attack with the Spring Main. Queenie says no. Kind of seeing what we saw the first game. Bad Moon going a lot wider than his opponent. His opponent, we know, will eventually go larger. But the threats on Bad Moon's end are still great. Okay. This is interesting.
I'm just getting a little aggro here.
And
it is nice to get the scry as well. That actually is like super helpful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that scry is helping out a lot. Buried in books. Ooh. But we have Beaming Defense or Defiance. Defiance. And here's the question. Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot to not do that.
Yeah. But
it's rough. I mean, the pass caller is still there. That's kind of the problem.
Pass caller is still a problem. Yeah, Queenie is going to have a hard time dealing with these flyers.
She's got a squirrel. Does she have a squirrel?
Can we see squirrels? And the answer is no.
I thought you were doing what's that? What's the game show?
Family Feud.
Family Feud.
Show me squirrels. Snow Day, great card. Right now. Discarding an island. Do you watch a lot of Family Feud at home?
I did when I was younger. I watched a lot of game shows. They were fun.
Did you ever watch the Game Show Network?
I've never watched it like at home, but I've seen it like on out at like at restaurants when I went to restaurants.
Back in the before times.
The before times, yeah. But we were talking today that we were saying, hey, we want to go pretty soon and go back out to some restaurants that we'd like to go to. One of them is one that I know you've been to and that you like, the Broad Ripple Brew Pub.
Oh, I love that restaurant, and I used to live like a 3-minute walk from it. And it was the greatest. So return the pass caller is gonna be a 5-2. We next turn. If there's no flyers or no, I mean I know that there's maybe one flyer. Yeah, I think this is it. If Bad Moon does the math and attacks all, flies on over. Okay, being a little conservative, but wait, that's it.
Yeah.
Not if he declines. Wait, okay, declines there, does that. And just like I predicted, Bad Moon is going to go 3-0, win out week 4 of Team Cat's Strixhaven Book Club. Joey, we watched the end. Now, what have you learned? Because I know that you have also gone 0-1 on your time on the book club. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think one thing is I need to get on coverage and have you talk poorly about my deck as I'm drafting it, because then you know it's good.
Then you know it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait. No. It was okay. An interesting thing is Bad Moon didn't pull any removal, I don't think, in that last game.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
has 5 or 6 main deck removal, pulled 0 of that, which worked okay for Queenie, but also did not work okay for Queenie because she did lose. So
right. I liked her deck too, though. I thought it was solid, but yeah, the pieces that really worked well together, like just that the using the graveyard as really you look at it, you could have used, if you had faithless looting or something like that, that would have even made it even better in this deck. But it worked well enough as it was, and shout out to the stones, what's that spirit, the flyer that makes everybody fly.
Yeah, the flying fly guy.
The flying fly guy.
Yeah. Which I believe when I'm not sure because I didn't see at the end of the game, or third game, but I know that at the beginning he drafted 2, but he had taken 1 out, and
Stone Rise
Spirit.
Yeah. I mean I mean the only reason you want 2 is for consistency, but I mean because it's expensive to do that, so to activate it, it costs 4, and you only have so much graveyard to use.
Yeah, that's true.
But given some of your 5 power dudes flying is a way to win the game.
Nice. Well, before we say goodbye, Joey, how can people find you on the internets?
A good place is the Discord that you run. That's where I spend some time. Okay. The curiosity focused Discord. I'm at Naltex over there, and the other way is mostly through my podcast, the Undebeatables. We're on Twitter over there, and you can just search for us wherever you listen to podcasts.
And every once in a while, maybe you stream like once every week, every other week. I feel
it's streaky, but
it's very streaky.
Yeah, when I'm it's just because I only have the time to do it sometimes. And
you're a busy man.
I'm a busy man.
Talk about being busy. You will be on my stream usually on Thursdays, so either watching this on YouTube or on the internet live now. So on Thursdays we do Now Text is on my stream, and we do a thing called the Gauntlet, which it's just a name, really. We usually pick a format, curiosity, historic, standard, and we just play for about 3 or 4 hours and chat away. A lot more chatting about non-game related stuff than our typical casting of games, which is a lot of I would say more boring stuff. This guy drew this.
I mean, it's like it's more. This evening is more like about the game itself. It's
Yeah.
like treating it seriously.
Yeah.
But whereas the Gauntlet is a little more tomfoolery.
A lot of tomfoolery. So you'll see all those links below. And then, yeah, and until next time, we're Team... Well, I'm Team Cat. You're a guest.
Yeah, I'm a guest.
And the viewers, you are viewers. So have a great day.